What's the crack, lads and ladies, boys and girls, and all you beautiful people around the world? As you can see, I have Nintendo Switch's logo on my screen and a title that we're all too familiar with now. Yes, today I'm going to finally sit down properly, this time, and live react to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm excited about this, and I'm just so pumped and ready for what this game has to offer. I just want to sit down and properly absorb everything that's on the screen. If you're excited about Tears of the Kingdom and you're excited of the continuation of our amazing playthrough of Breath of the Wild, then please leave a like on this video to show that you are, and then subscribe to the channel so you don't miss when that playthrough drops, because regardless of Tears of the Kingdom, at least you guys have something here that you can look forward to on the channel regarding Skyward Sword, first time playthrough, and many other Zelda playthroughs that are on the way as well. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is or what, but I'm excited. Like, all of these markings and symbols, that's clearly Zelda or a princess from a time long ago. A princess from a previous installment. Link is as strong as ever being able to open that door. I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready for this, dude. I'm getting emotional. I'm kind of choking up. See? Oh, I never noticed that the first time I watched it. It's all black and white. Oh, there it is. Hyrule. It's such a short trailer. Oh my god, it goes too quickly. It feels like 10 seconds. Jesus, I'm so excited. It's been a long time since the game actually made me emotional, and it's just a trailer, dude. It's literally just a trailer. There isn't a lot here for me to like elaborate on or break down or anything like that, because there's going to be a lot of things that I just don't understand, because I feel like there's a lot of references to Skyward Sword because everybody says there is. I don't fucking know that, because I never played Skyward Sword. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that just goes right over my head. So first of all, I don't know who this is, but they are making sure that this is a very important part of the trailer. Honestly, I don't know why. I don't think I've ever seen a figure like this before. I don't know what it is, but personally, just from the face, I get... Oh, jeez, I nearly spilled me coffee. I get a Majora's Mask vibe. Definitely Majora's Mask vibes from this. That's the only input I have for that. But this part here is clearly important. We have a battle, a war happening here. You have your bokoblins and you have your heroes. Obviously, this is Ganon, or Ganon Poop, as we like to call it. They have been obviously controlled or whatever, and there's just a war against Ganon, which I'm assuming I could be wrong, but we'll see. This one here is obviously of huge importance. I don't really know what to take from this. This is obviously an all-powerful being, and they're on some sort of royal pedestal or whatever that is. This looks like the number 9. To me, that's what that looks like. It's probably something else completely. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these symbols. I'm not sure what that means. This figure has never appeared at all in any Zelda game, apparently, but theories say that this may be the goddess Hylia. Okay, we have spoken about the goddess Hylia before, so that's very, very strong possibility. It's not number 9, it's a tier. Okay, so these are tier, maybe 7 sages. Oh, you just said it. There's 7 sages. Possibly. Ocarina of Time had 7 sages. I mean, that could be it. Tears from the 7 sages. Also, there's clouds here. You guys notice this is up in the sky. It looks like it's raining. Hey, at least we know we're going to get a bit of rain. Again. Great. Fantastic. That's always great to hear. Now, this, of course, is Zelda. Not the Zelda from Breath of the Wild, but Zelda from another game. I don't know which game. There's definitely stuff happening here. Now, we can see Zelda again. She's actually holding hands with someone. But that someone's hand, in my opinion, looks a little bit more disheveled. Right, so this gives us a better view. This is obviously from Zeltic. You can see his name, his logo down there. But this is connecting the two. So we have another being here, but it's being covered. Is it the goddess Hylia? Because if we compare that to this here, very similar, no? Yeah, it is. I don't, like I said, I don't have a lot of input to give. 7 seems to be a very important number in all Legend of Zelda games. There's some symbols down here that I don't know what they mean. Maybe professionals do know what they mean. There's definitely a lot of Twilight Princess vibes off this trailer as well. But then here we go. This is it. Okay, so this is our logo, right? This is our symbol for Tears of the Kingdom. It looks like we have two serpent-like creatures joined together to form a circle. Now, I don't know why that is the symbol or what it represents, but all I know is my boy Link has separated the two serpents and is now about to start his brand new journey from the skies. So this is our area in the skies, and what they're showing here straight away is all of the different areas that we can actually explore up in the sky. So what essentially we're getting is another overlapped map of Breath of the Wild. So I'm assuming we're still going to have Hyrule, and maybe some changes and development has happened over the years that we're all familiar with, but then we have this other layer on top, which is going to be the area that we can explore in the skies. I'm not sure what that is, but it's probably some sort of temple. What I do hope is that there's going to be dungeons again. That's the one thing that I want to see in the sequel to Breath of the Wild. In Tears of the Kingdom is temples and dungeons and a water temple, a fire temple. I want to see the return of that. For some reason, I wasn't even paying attention to Link's attire, but if you can see, there's a little thing on it. He's got a little satchel of some kind, and there looks like to be little tubes or something that he's collecting. If you count, there's 4. He has 4 acquired already, and there seems to be 2 more empty ones, which would be 6. Maybe there's 7 to collect. Twilight Princess vibes. Remember when you had to collect Tears of Light? Yes, I remember that. That was a pain in the ass, but I remember. But there you can actually see these little capsules that he has, that he's got 4 filled at the moment. So possibly Tears of Light. The one thing that I do want to highlight is this seamless transition from being in the sky and back down below the clouds. So we have this new skydiving feature that they've added, which is so exciting. Now this is showcasing a new ability that Link seems to have, which I think stops time all around him, I'm assuming. I don't know what it is, but everything else around him is black and white except himself and the item that he's interacting with, which is very, very cool. And you have all these little platforms as well, but this new ability, I don't know what it's going to be called. Oh, I can see some lightning in the clouds as well. Look at that. Looks like it's going to be a bit of rain, Ted. So this is probably how we travel from the ground to the sky. We also have a creature in the sky as well. Is that a Keese? I don't think that's a Keese. That looks like something else entirely. The amount of stuff that you can actually get from a trailer. I feel like that black cloud with lightning is an area that you may potentially have to unlock by getting rid of the black cloud. Then once you get rid of the black cloud, you can probably enter that area. Okay, so next thing is, this is us at some point in the game where we look completely different. Now, I don't know what this is. Maybe this is our journey to discover the new abilities along the way, or understand something that's happened in the past that we need to fully grasp in order to save the princess, which I'm assuming is happening in this. I feel like our hopes of Zelda being a playable character may no longer be something that's a possibility, but then again, I could be wrong. We might actually see a point where they're going to show a trailer where you're actually moving as Zelda, but I doubt it. I think Zelda is going to be the reason we have to go on this mad adventure again. All right, so this is a really important part here because you can actually see Death Mountain. You also see another place up in this area, but Death Mountain looks like it's got a ton of Ganon poop splurging out. Also, I think that's the castle as well, suspended in the air. I think whatever has happened has caused mass eruptions of island mass to be in the skies, because there's big chunks from the ground. If you can actually see here, look, there's big holes all over Hyrule. But anyway, this part gets me very excited. So our transition from the sky to here lets us land on whatever this is. I don't know what this is. There is a symbol on top, but it looks like there's like some sort of maybe a landing platform here. Maybe we use this to make our way back to the ground. The exploration in this game is going to be ginormous. And we may potentially get areas in the original Breath of the Wild map that we couldn't actually explore, now being explorable in this game. So they might have made the map bigger as well as putting an extra map in the sky. So that image, as you can see here, that we're trying to land on here, I didn't actually notice that until you actually flipped the image. Is this the goddess Hylia? Is it the same or is it different? It does look different. No, it's definitely different, but it could be the same person, or maybe it is Zelda. Is it Zelda? I mean, it could be. There is differences between this image and this image, but there's also a lot of similarities with the hair, the overall stature. It just could be the same character wearing something else, or it could be the goddess Hylia. I don't really know. I don't know if anybody knows what the symbol means here on the tail of this winged contraption that we're on. There's a symbol there. I wonder if there's any interesting theories regarding that. Like I said, we have two serpent or snake-like creatures. So we see Zelda here, which I'm assuming that's who that is. And like, I don't know if this is the goddess or the being that they show at the beginning of the trailer. I don't know. I feel like this is something that's happened in the past, and it looks like these two beings are holding hands in, like, you know, in unison of something. And we have Tears of the Kingdom. So as speculated before, perhaps we need to collect these tears that we can only get in certain, I don't know, temples, ruins, etc. This is an interesting image, actually. This goes back to Twilight Princess. But yeah, I can see where you're going with. This is the top of Midna's little helmet. I don't know, man. There's only so much I can get out of this trailer myself, personally. There doesn't seem to be any referencing to other games that I've played, like Wind Waker or Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. Unless you count the 7 Tears, you have the 7 Sages, and that kind of connection. There is always going to be connection to previous games. They've definitely made that their mission every single installment that has come out for The Legend of Zelda. I wouldn't be surprised if there's connections to all of the games in this particular installment of the franchise. So seemingly there's, oh my god, there is snakes on Midna's helmet. Holy crap. How have I never noticed that before? All right, so this is a little bit of an in-depth look to Midna. Okay, so we have the two snakes, and it looks like they're going to be joined, similar to the logo. We have these here that are so similar to the tears that we see. So there could potentially be a lot of references to Twilight Princess in this game, which makes me very, very happy, and I'm sure it makes Burnwolf very happy as well. They probably won't return her, but I love how they give little wink at the Twilight Princess fans, for sure. For sure. Also, look at the sword. The sword has a very interesting design on it as well. I don't know, dude. I have a feeling that potentially that this could be Link wearing a fancy outfit. Maybe not. Maybe it is the goddess Hylia. Maybe, I don't know. This is from Max HB Art, by the way, so shout out to Max HB Art. And so we also have Zelda here, but down here we can actually see these two holding hands in perfect harmony. Now, if this is another feminine being, if it's a goddess or a princess or a queen of some kind, they're very tall. Very, very tall. Much, much taller than Zelda. So it's definitely not Link. Unless this is a stool. Unless from here across is a stool. This is not Link. Because my boy Link, he's a great character, has such great traits about him, but height is not one of them. This could be Midna, would be a good one, because Midna is quite tall. That reveal that we got in Twilight Princess was Midna, and she was a tall woman. She was very tall, very, very beautiful woman. But then again, this could just be a higher being, literally and spiritually. What's that sound as well, by the way? Before they reveal the logo, there's a big ding, like almost like glass shattering and is that the Master Sword cracking, exploding? It also leads me to believe that the Master Sword is probably useless in a certain realm that we're in. So for instance, if you look at the Master Sword here, you have the Master Sword and it's withered and disheveled and broken from this point onwards, which means it's not usable. But then from down here onwards, the blade is complete with some sort of twilight. So my theory is that potentially in certain realms of Breath of the Wild or certain areas, we may not actually be able to use the Master Sword. But in other areas, we may potentially have the ability to use it. I'm not really sure. The sound is very similar to a sound from Skyward Sword. Won't give you more details because spoilers. Okay. So about the two snakes in the title logo, it actually called Ouroboros. The Ouroboros is often interpreted as a symbol for eternal cyclic renewal, or a cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The amount of details that are hidden in just over a minute of footage is incredible. And we have a few months before this comes out, everybody. We have a few months. But I do lack the Skyward Sword knowledge, and that's the thing. I know lots of people in chat are going nuts right now. They're like, but DB, this is from Skyward Sword, but DB, they're referencing Skyward Sword, but DB, play Skyward Sword. I will. I will. Not yet, though. You're going to have to wait. And it does sound like a teardrop when they reveal Tears of the Kingdom. It sounds like a teardrop. Very similar to when you get up onto the towers and you need to put in your iPhone into the thingamajig, and a little tear comes down and goes ting, and then it obviously synchronizes the area or whatever. You open another part of the map. Very similar sound to that. This is so awesome! God, this is amazing! I love this trailer! I want the game now! I gotta wait till the 12th of May next fucking year. And it might even get delayed again. Kind of scary in reverse. Is it supposed to be? Dude, it's kind of scary in reverse. There's something like eerie about it in reverse. I think the way they market it and the way they're showing it, it definitely is going to be a darker take on Breath of the Wild. I think so. If we were to follow tradition, I think it might just be that. Because we haven't had a dark installment in a while. Twilight Princess being... Like, I don't know, I can't speak for Skyward Sword, but I feel like Twilight Princess was the last dark installment to The Legend of Zelda. Now, I know Breath of the Wild is a journey that we've been through together as a community, and it was been truly, truly amazing. So what I plan on doing is refreshing some of your memories of that game and some of the greatest moments of our journey throughout that game in short videos that I will be uploading on YouTube in the weeks leading up to Tears of the Kingdom. I will pick out the best moments from the series, and I'll be posting them as shorts for you guys to watch collectively. You know, obviously, because I know the videos are quite long and not everybody has time to pick out the best moments or see or watch the best moments of my reactions throughout the entire journey. So I will be working on shorts from here on in, going on and leading up to Tears of the Kingdom as well, which is going to be fun and interesting to do. And it'll also bring more people in to the community that will entice them to watch the series, to get incredibly prepared for Tears of the Kingdom as well, which would be awesome. And I'm looking forward to doing that.